Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial, I will teach you how to pass a first-time team leader interview. So if you are applying for your first ever team leader position with any company or organization, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you be the standout candidate at your interview. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover in this tutorial, number one. So I will tell you which team leader interview questions to prepare for if this is your first time applying for the position. Number two, I will give you two very important tips for answering each of those interview questions correctly. Number three, I am then going to give you a unique top scoring answer to each interview question before number four, finally telling you where you can instantly download these slides plus 21 great answers to first-time team leader interview questions. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am here to help you progress throughout your career. I can only do that if you are subscribed. I spent many years as a leader and manager, not only in the fire service, but also through running my own business. I can help you progress in your career. Make sure you subscribe. And please also give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, because that tells me you find my tutorials useful and it motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much. So the first interview question you should apply for if this is your first ever team leader position is tell me about yourself. Here are two tips and I will then give you that top scoring unique answer. Tip number one. So I recommend you practice your answer several times before your interview because it's important to come across as a confident and articulate communicator who has the self-belief needed to be a competent and effective team leader. So this will be the first answer you give at your team leader interview. It is important, as I say, to come across as a confident communicator. You can only do that if you know what you are going to say. And tip number two, in your answer, talk about being progressive, forward-thinking, and how you have been preparing for the position of a team leader, and in particular, the level of responsibility that comes with the position. Okay, here's my example answer to this first team leader interview question. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for the opportunity to be interviewed for your organization's team leader position today. I am a progressive, dynamic, forward-thinking and productive team leader who can get the most from any team while ensuring the organization's goals are achieved. I have been preparing for the team leader role by observing current serving leaders and managers, reading leadership books, and taking the lead on difficult projects. I have experience dealing with tough workplace situations, coaching and mentoring new staff members, and planning projects to meet the core objectives. Outside work, I keep myself fit and active, and I am the leader of a sports team. If you hire me as your team leader, I will support you in your commercial and operational goals, ensure all staff I am responsible for are productive and adhere to company policies and procedures, and ensure we deliver value for money in all our work. Wow, that is a brilliant answer that's going to get your first ever team leader job interview off to a positive start. Now you can either pause the video if you want to and write down the questions and answers as we work through them together, or if you wait, I will soon tell you where you can download these slides plus my full set of 21 brilliant answers to first-time team leader interview questions. Here's the next question I recommend you prepare for. Why do you want to be a team leader? Tip number one. Now, the role of a team leader is not for everyone. There comes a huge amount of responsibility with the position, and this interview question is assessing your motivations for wanting the job. Tip number two. In your answer, say that you will thrive on the responsibility of being a team leader and also enjoy the varied challenges the position will present. Here's my top scoring response to help you pass your interview. Why do you want to be a team leader? I want to be a team leader because I will thrive on the responsibility that comes with the position, and I feel I have a natural ability to lead, motivate, and direct. In my last job, the company owner gave me the opportunity to act as a temporary team leader for a short period, and I felt not only comfortable in the position, but I enjoyed the varied challenges that came with the role. I also want to be a team leader because my confidence, logical way of thinking, and desire for continuous improvement are suited to the job description. Although this will be my first ever team leader position, I have prepared well for the responsibility, and I'm confident I can help the company move forward. That is another powerful answer that will help you beat the competition at your first ever team leader job interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have more questions and answers to give you. But when you're ready, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download not only these slides, but 21 brilliant answers to first-time team leader interview questions. It's a fantastic resource, and you can have it in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. Here's the next question. What do you think are the most important skills and qualities needed to be a great team leader? Now, this next common first-time team leader interview question is assessing your understanding of the role, because if you can't detail the skills and qualities needed, you may not be a competent team leader. And tip number 2, my advice is to read the job description before your interview to get confirmation as to the skills and qualities the hiring manager is looking for from the perfect candidate. Here's my top scoring example answer to help you. What do you think are the most important skills and qualities needed to be a great team leader? Here we go. Excellent communication and active listening skills are required to achieve your objectives as a team leader. The ability to outline a brief and listen to your team's needs will help you achieve more in the position of a team leader. You must be capable of conducting performance reviews, coach and mentor team members, and provide appropriate training based on each person's development needs, because without appropriate training, tasks will not be completed to the expected standard. Commercial awareness is another essential skill, as is the need to ensure a cost-conscious approach to work is always maintained. Integrity, strong decision-making skills, and leading by example are other key skills and qualities required, as is the ability to share your vision with your team and motivate them towards your employer's goals. And you can see how all these responses are going to put you across as a confident and articulate communicator at your first ever team leader job interview. Here is the next question. Now, this is a difficult one. It catches lots of people out and they end up failing their interview as a result. What would you do in the first 30 days of starting work as a team leader? Wow. Tip number 1. So this next first time team leader interview question really separates the good candidates from the poor ones. Can you imagine saying you're not sure what you will do in the first 30 days of starting work as a new team leader? You would definitely fail your interview if you said that. Tip number 2. Now, the following answer contains my recommended plan of action that will impress the hiring manager. Here we go. What would you do in the first 30 days of starting work as a team leader? First, I would meet with the head of the department to determine my goals and objectives and learn more about the short, medium and long-term goals of the business and what I must do to help achieve them. I would learn all company policies and procedures, especially regarding safety and operational protocols and the standards I must maintain while leading my team. I would then meet with my team, outline my objectives, which would be aligned with the company's strategic goals, and allocate tasks to team members based on their strengths. Once I had watched my team perform for several weeks, I would hold a team meeting to discuss the good things I had observed, the areas of improvement required, and the values I expected everyone to adhere to. Finally, I would conduct appraisals with all team members to ascertain their training needs, career aspirations, and understand more about what they could do to help the business achieve its commercial and financial goals. That is a brilliant response. That's exactly how I would answer that difficult interview question. What would you do in the first 90 days of starting work as a team leader. It shows you already have a plan of action in place, so they know what they are getting when they hire you. Now, again, don't go anywhere because I've got another question and answer to give you. But if you want to at any point download my 30, 60 and 90-day plans for leaders and managers, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. I give you my ready-made 30, 60 and 90-day plans for team leaders. And you know what? You can even give a copy of that plan to the hiring manager at the end of their interview, the end of your interview, when they say to you, why should we hire you as a team leader without any experience? Give them a copy of that plan. That tells them why they should take you on in the role. Here's the next question. A team member you are responsible for is underperforming. What would you do? Tip number 1. Now, this is another common but difficult first-time team leader interview question that has to be answered concisely and confidently. Now, one of the main responsibilities of a team leader is managing staff performance. In your response, show the hiring manager you already know what to do in this situation, even though you don't yet have any experience and this is your first ever team leader application. Here's my top scoring response. I would meet with them immediately in private to establish the cause for their underperformance. I would ask them to explain why they could not maintain the standards I set when I started leading the team. I would not jump to conclusions regarding why they were underperforming, as the cause may be a personal issue at home, or they may feel they haven't had the appropriate training to complete their duties. After I had established the cause, I would put a plan of action in place of what they needed to do to get back up to the necessary standard, and this would include a strict timescale for the turnaround to take place. I would then closely monitor, supervise and support them until they were back up to full speed. Great answer, confident, shows you know exactly what to do in that type of situation where you are responsible for someone who is unfortunately underperforming. It's a great answer. I like the fact that you say you don't jump to conclusions. You establish the facts first and then again put a plan of action in place with a strict timescale for that turnaround to take place. It's a brilliant answer. Now, the next thing to do, and there's a couple of reasons why you should do this, is click that link in the top right hand corner of the video. The first reason is you can download these slides and my full set of 21 brilliant answers to difficult first-time team leader interview questions. This guide is perfect if you have very little or no previous experience of leading or managing teams. It's a fantastic resource. You can have it in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. You go through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and download the guide. The second reason you should go through to my website is on that page, I have given you 3 questions to ask at the end of your team leader interview. The questions you ask at the end of your team leader interview when they say to you, that's the end of the interview, do you have any questions for us, need to be smart. I've given you 3 smart questions to ask. Make sure you check those out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am here to help you throughout your career. I can only do that if you are subscribed. Give the video a thumbs up. Please give it a like because that motivates me to create more content for you. And also, make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always a pleasure and an honor to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching and I wish you all the best for passing your first ever team leader job interview. Have a great day.